Have we been running busy lives with busy schedules, with no extra time to spend with our loved ones? Hey beautiful people, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. This is Linet and here is where we discuss anything and everything about life. If you're new into this channel, you are most welcomed into this family. This is a hub where we become better every day all together. And kindly always stay tuned every Tuesdays and Fridays to catch up with my new videos. So today I'm going to talk about hashtag stay at home. This topic, stay at home. I know we've been forced to stay at home, but let's look at the glass half full. Let's just be optimistic. Let's spread positive vibes. I really know that at least everyone, there is something that you had wanted to do, but you just needed that little opportunity. You just needed that free time. Kindly let's make use of the time we have now. Even if we are staying at home, we can do, there are lots and lots of things we can do at home. Like currently me, I'm in Italy. I stay alone. I have no one to speak with, but I don't get bored. From morning to evening, I just find that evening comes, I'm going back to bed because I have planned my days well. I'm utilizing this stay at home well. So let's keep watching and see what we can do while staying at home. I know most of us have been living busy lives with busy schedules, meeting here and there. We've been walking on the streets, these polluted streets. At least we thank God that the pollution have been reduced. The how should I call it? The dirty air we've been consuming have been reduced. I know that time you've been busy, during that time you've been busy, we didn't have time for our loved ones. We didn't have time for our children, our families, our relatives, our friends. It was a world full of, I was busy, I am busy, and I will be busy. So there was no time to bond. Just a simple question for us. Now that you are at home, what is it that you're doing different? From morning to evening, 24/7, what is it that you are doing different? This is the time you can rekindle your family relationship. This is the time you can bond with your parents, with your relatives, and with your children. If you are a husband and you always kept on saying, I'm having a meeting, this is the time to give your wife that attention that she missed, that attention that she always requested for. This is the time. You have no opportunity. You have no excuse at this time. No excuse now, no excuse anymore. This is the time to give your wife attention. This is the time to rekindle that love. If the love was going down, this is the time to rekindle it and love yourselves even much more. And to our children, we as parents, this is the time to give our children the attention they needed. When we used to be busy, I know most of us kept on saying, Baba, Mama, let's look at that when I come back. Sweetie, let's look at that when I come back. But when you came back, you used to be very busy that you even didn't know how your child was performing or your children were performing at school. This is the time. Sit with them, play with them, do exercises together, take them through their notes. Ask them, you used to ask me 1, 2, 3. Where did you always find difficulties? This is the time you can become their teachers. And please help them also grow in the Lord. This is the time you can do Bible studies together. And this is the time you can help them grow in faith. Did you ever want to go through that book? That book that is still on the shelf? That book that you kept on checking like this? Then within a short time, you take it back to the shelf. This is the time go pick that book back. Read that book. Take your time. Meditate with that book. Read, even if it is just few pages. Just take your time to read that book you had wanted to read for a very long time, but because you didn't get the time, because you didn't get the opportunity, you couldn't do that. But this is the time. After making up with your family, this is the time to self-motivate yourself. Read that nice book you had wanted to read. Listen to that podcast you had wanted to listen to. Watch those videos, those YouTube inspirational videos. Watch those programs, inspirational programs you had wanted to watch. This is the time to feed yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Develop yourself now. Did you ever think of making good videos to upload them maybe on YouTube or on any other platform? No, this is the time. If you have been contemplating for a very long time to do blogs, to do vlogs, this is the time. I know some of us had in their goals. They wanted to live healthy and to work out more. But because they didn't get that time, it is now March. Some of us maybe have never even started eating healthy. Some of us have even never started even working out. But now, since you are staying at home, this is the time. Start working out. Make up your schedule of how you'll be working out. Even if you don't know where to begin from, there are very many videos on how to do yoga, on how to do simple workouts. Start with that. Then eating healthy, try to do your healthy eating habits. Draw a plan on how you're going to do that. Then I know some of us wanted to detox. It is the time to do it now. If you have the opportunity to get the materials for making your detox juice, it is the time to do it now. Did you ever want to make that beautiful cake, that nice tasting cake with beautiful flavors? Did you ever want to practice an Italian cuisine or any other cuisine? That sushi. This is the time. Practice a new recipe. This is the time to practice a new cooking technique. Because I know when we are going to work, we always move in a hurry because sometimes we even don't have time to eat that good breakfast. We even don't have time to make that beautiful breakfast. We just take tea and bread and we are gone. Some of us maybe even don't take anything in the morning. But this is the time to plan yourself. Make that nice recipe. Every day you can change something new to just surprise your family. You can make very nice breakfast. When lunchtime comes, you give them something surprisingly. When evening comes, you surprise them with something new. You can make that nice juice, that tropical mix of maybe mango, pineapple. You can do something new to just surprise your family. You know, there are certain things our husbands don't know we can do. But if you have that time like now, surprise your husband with that new recipe. When did you last dust your house thoroughly? When did you last go under your bed to wipe it thoroughly and clean it well? When did you last clean under your seats? When did you last clean your kitchen cabinets or any other hidden shelf? That bookshelf. This is the time. This is the time to do dusting. Dust your house. Make your house the best place for you and your family. This is the time to declutter. I know there are a lot of things that are not useful anymore to some of us. You find you have very many toys. Your children are now grown-ups. Just simply pack anything you think you don't need in your house. Declutter. Make space in your house. By the way, if you don't know, the best place you can be in is a house that has very, very much space. So let's dust and declutter our houses. Have you been contemplating all along to do some online course? A course that you've wanted to do for a long time? because you've not always had that time. This is the time. Just sit down after doing everything that your family needs. Relax, take your laptop or your phone or anything, your tablet with internet. Just sit down and do that online course. That online course that you had wanted to do in a very long time. Develop yourself. Develop yourself. Develop yourself. After attending to your family, are you wondering why you are lonely? Why you are bored? Are you wondering why you have a lot of free disposable time? Because you're not making use of that time well. You can use your talent. You may be talented in art or in anything, in writing. Use that talent well. Like currently for me, I like doing do it on your own. I like doing some crochet. I think I showed you last time. I like doing crocheting during my free time, which makes me develop my talent. I like making some artwork, very nice artwork, which helps me develop on my art talent. So if you have a talent, don't just say that you know how you finished everything, house chores, and you're now seated. No, develop on your talent. And also teach your children, because the children of today don't even know how to do anything. But if you can teach them to develop their talents, maybe your child knows how to draw. Because you've not nurtured that, they may not know they have that talent. So also help your children to nurture their talent. Most of us have cried so much. Oh, I've not been having time to meet with one, two. Maybe you have several friends. But now, because you have some time disposable, you can rekindle your social network. Come back together, communicate with your friends. You can do video calls as a group, rekindle that. Then I don't know if you remember the times when you can just sit and then watch a very nice soap opera, any nice movie, then you start just discussing about it. This is the time. I'm sorry, for me, I'm not so much a movie fan, but for those who are movie fans and who can do that, this is the time. Rekindle your friendships. With everything said, above all that, we have to rekindle our faith in God. This is the time to strengthen our relationship with our God. Some of us, our children don't even know what the Bible is, or maybe if it is Quran or anything. Some of us don't even know, some of our children don't even know what that is. Some of our children may even ask you, who is God? What are you talking about? So this is the time to rekindle your relationship with God as a family. You are the husband. You are the father. You are the dad. Kindly sit together with your family. Bring your family together since you're the head of the family. Find time for Bible studies. There are very nice plans in the Bible. Find time to go through the Bible and find time for God. For God is the reason to why we keep on living every day. For God is the reason to why we keep on getting our daily bread. For God is the reason to why we keep on having money to pay that shelter, or the reason to why we already have that shelter. For God is the reason to why we have clothes to put on. And above all, God is the giver of the breath that we breathe each day. God is the reason to why each morning you can just blink your eye and you find that you're alive. God is the reason for that all. So let's rekindle our friendship with God. Even if some places churches have been banned, going to church have been banned because of the social distancing, now it is the time to even rekindle our relationship with God more. Let's teach our children how to be faithful in God. Thank you so much for listening to me, and thank you once again for always taking your time to click into my channel to listen to me give you good information. So during these difficult times, what I would urge us to do is let's continue staying positive, and let's do nothing but spread positive vibes across all our social networks, which will inspire us and also which will encourage one another. Let's remember not to get bored at home, because there are lots and lots of things we can do at home. You can kindly just try and practice something you never imagined you would do before. Let's try and practice and do something new. Let's try and strengthen what we had wanted to do before. For I know everything that is happening for a reason, and it is just happening for a season. For everything that is happening, God knows. God knows the reason to why this is happening. So I hope as we stay together, let's remember everybody, our families, our relatives, our friends, and let's remember all the nations in prayer. Every time you go to pray, let's keep remembering all the nations in prayer. For God will bless us all, and let God bless our nations. Without forgetting, let's also remember to keep safe, stay safe, and let's follow all the safety precautions put forth by our authorities, which will also help us to stay safe. If you are told stay at home, let's kindly do that so that we keep safe. We don't want to lose anybody along the way. Let's just follow these simple safety precautions so that we are all safe. Thank you so much, and may God bless you all. And without further ado, I would wish we meet in my next video. And please remember that if you've not subscribed, kindly hit the red subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and remember to give this video a like, and all my good videos, kindly watch them and give them a thumbs up, for that supports my channel. And until then, let's meet in my next one, and for now I would say bye bye and ciao.